The Burj Khalifa is an unbelievable 2,717 feet tall. This megatower was designed as the centerpiece for a new global city.
The development of the UAE was reliant on its oil wealth. But as this diminishes, they need to future-proof themselves. And so what they're doing is making the area a destination to visit for entirely different reasons. Who wouldn't want to say that they visited the tallest building in the world?
Dubai's central location makes it an ideal spot to attract tourists from both Europe and Asia. But it's also one of the most unsuitable places on Earth to build skyscrapers, thanks to the unforgiving conditions of the Arabian desert.
Dubai is one of the toughest places to build anything, let alone the tallest building in the world. It's extremely hot and it's extremely dry.
Back when the Burj was first dreamt up in 2003, this part of Dubai was little more than sand. To bring this ambitious project to life, a team of the world's best engineers is assembled, led by skyscraper expert Bill Baker.
Whenever you start a project in a new location, you need to find out what are you going to be sitting on. Are you on sand? Are you on rock? Are you on clay?
When Bill and his team investigate the site for the tower, they drill hundreds of feet down into the ground. Their results could not have been worse.
What we found, what was down there was a sedimentary rock. So it's a rock. It's not like a strong limestone or a granite. The rock is called calcisiltite. So to take that word apart, calcia is like seashells. So a silt means dust-like particle. So let's call it seashell dust.
The tower is in serious trouble before construction even begins.
A building of this size will weigh a huge amount and will also require extremely solid foundations. These are difficult to achieve when you're digging down into a sandy environment because there's no bedrock to lock that building into.
As time passes, the building could settle, which is to say one part of the building starts to sink. And in that case, you have a very serious problem. Houses can settle. You can go back into a settling house and jack it up. You cannot jack up the world's tallest building and simultaneously one of the world's heaviest buildings.
Without solid foundations, buildings can't support themselves. Italy's famous Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's built on top of weak sandy soil with measly 10-foot foundations. It didn't stand a chance. Chicago's Monadnock building sits atop swampy, soft ground. It's sunk by 21 inches since it was built in 1891. And in less than a decade, the Millennium Tower in San Francisco has sunk by 18 inches. And worse still, it's tilting northwest by more than a foot, cracking dangerously.
The Burj Khalifa is incredibly heavy. The base of the building actually carries the weight of the building itself, which means that the bottom is carrying all the weight of the entire building above it. This has never been done at this scale before anywhere in the world.
Once complete, it will weigh more than 500,000 tons. With no solid bedrock to anchor it into, Bill and his team are forced to rethink. The solution they come up with is ingenious. The Burj sits atop a gigantic 12-foot thick slab of concrete, which is sunk 24 feet below the surface. It covers a massive 80,000 square feet, the same as 28.5 tennis courts. It's known as a raft foundation because it floats in the soft ground, cleverly spreading the colossal weight of the tower across a large surface area.
Now, if you think about it, if you're out in the summer walking on grass and you've got stiletto heels on, we all know that the heels are going to dig straight in and you kind of want to fall over backwards. But if you had a flat trainer on instead, that doesn't happen. And the reason is that your weight is being nicely distributed and spread across a larger area, so the pressure is lower. Whereas in a stiletto, there's lots of weight on a very concentrated point.
The raft foundation spreads the weight incredibly well, but the raft itself has to be kept in position. Any shift sideways and the tower could start to list and eventually topple.